Hello, hello. Um, just checking, do my checks. Um, there's a lot of heading back and forth in my head. Should be good, looking good, I hope. My sound is playing, my mic's on, perfect. All right, welcome in. Thanks for stopping by. Right. We left off in the middle of the ladder because I was running out of time, and I figured I wasn't quite towards the end, so it was a good place to stop before I got to the finale. So I think there is probably going to be at least a quote-unquote twist with the so-called mistake in the report. This is what got me in that one. I'm blaming I'm blaming this for the reason why the report was. I was like, I wasn't thinking about it. Or the hood. I wasn't thinking about the hood in relation to the report. Which, you know, is vital. Because there's only blood on the hood. I don't know. I think it was just it was very much I didn't know how to say it. Because I was like, how did they get up? How'd they cover up the blood? Why's... Like, they put the raincoat on afterward is what I was, like, trying to put. But there'd also be blood, too, you know? So, anyway, the so-called mistake in the report. Let me read the report real quick. Post-mortem. Head injury post-mortem is our mistake. No way. There's a mistake in Grandma's report. Never. I've been dealing with the dead longer than you've been alive, Sonny Jim. Me writing something wrong is about as likely as... Ow! And what the heck do you think I'd stand again by doctor in a file? It don't make a lick of sense. And that's all she has to say. Nothing funky here. See, it's just as I thought. There's no chance that the good doctor doctored her findings. And you swear by the holy goddess that this testimony is true. Of course. Grandma's never told a lie in her... Objection! Oh. Your opinions are not necessary, Nurse Needler. Your grandma is the subject of this inquiry, not you. Not necessary? That's not fair. I'm the only ally poor Grandma has. Uh-huh. You know, it could be Needler. It's kind of a shot in the dark, but, right, if it's not Grandma, they're implying that it's the middleman of the report, right? Which would be either Needler or Eustace, I would say. Eustace is kind of an idiot. So that leaves us with... and also, I don't think Eustace would fudge evidence, unless... I mean, it is his dad, you know, but... if Needler is the one that fudged it, that puts into question her bringing Kay to us and Kay's possessions to us. So there's plausibility. Anyway, I'm the only ally poor Grandma has. Go ahead and shout objection left and right. But you best be prepared then, Mr. Ex-Prosecutor. Oh, I'm more than prepared. I'm ready to expose the truth behind the error in the report. Uh-huh. Damn. No music, huh? Oh, there we go. I'm Oppressor, as always. Get pressed. Never. You're saying that Dr. Hurt is infallible. She has to be. A doctor can't afford to make mistakes. That is extremely debatable. Even a veteran like Grandma would be out of a job if she messed up even once. So there's no way she of all people would. I got a whole hospital relying on me. Might be you can bungle your work and survive, mister, but I can't. Been dealing with the dead longer than you've been alive, Sonny Jim.
Hold it!
You know, I'm low health, huh? And you really never made a single mistake in all of that time. Doctoring's all about experience. The longer you've been at it, the better you get. Oh, if only the same were true of prosecuting. Chairman Winner would be the best in the business. And so would have Manfred von Karma, but we know what happened to him. But I think we can all agree that's not the case. Oh, you really are a devil, Miles. But you're also quite wrong. I've never once made a mistake either. After all, I have people to do that for me. Also, if you're the head honcho, you're kind of responsible for the people under you. I'm too busy for foul-ups, and luckily for me, I don't have to make them. Isn't having people just grads? Don't you go trying to make doctoring and luring sound the same. They ain't nothing alike. Nothing alike, I tell ya. Me writing something wrong is about as likely as... Ow! I love her getting The victim appears to have put this raincoat on after sustaining the head injury. And yet, there was not a single drop of her blood in the chest area of the raincoat. Therefore, she must have been hit in the head before she was stabbed in the chest, making it pre-mortem. Oh, that's... Ow! I don't need you to tell me how to suck eggs, young man. On after sustaining the head injury. Yeah. My dang report already says what you just said, don't it?
Objection!
There's a middleman with it. Your report states that the head injury appears to have been sustained post-mortem, which is the exact opposite of what I just said. Oh. Sure. I diligently dictated that report to Florence here. And she wrote it all down, just like I said it. Florence? Wait, who's Florence? Florence? Ah! Florence Needler. If something happened to do it after that, weren't nothing to do with me. Oh, you dictated it. If you could please tell me more. I diligently dictated that report to Florence. Anything after that weren't nothing to do with me.
Hold it!
So we're on the same page. What were your conclusions regarding the body? Well, like I said. Ow! Sorry, it was, death from a good hard knock to the noggin. Ah! And can you say for certain that when that knock happened, Dr. Hertz? Pre-mortem, of course. Chest wound happened after the poor girl died. I told Florence that, and she wrote it down. So that's what it says in my dang report. That may be what you told her, but I think we're finally getting to the truth. And what the heck do you think I'd stand to gain by doctoring a file, huh? Don't make a lick of sense.
Hold it!
You may not have stood to gain anything from it, but what about your granddaughter? Me? I didn't stand to gain anything either. Never mind her. What about her, your little friend over there, She's stand to gain something for sure. Look at you, trying to accuse my sweet innocent Florence of wrongdoing. Yeah, you ought to be ashamed of yourself. I wish you'd tell that to Chairman Winner. Anyhow, and nobody doctored that report, you hear? Nobody. Debatable. That's all she has to say. Nothing funky here.
Hold it!
Did anything stand out as strange to either of you when you were examining the body? Let's see. Huh? What's that, Grandma? Pretty strange young felly showed up, that's for sure. Oh. She's talking about me. A strange man. Who? Dressed like a dang fool he was, all frilly around the neck and such. Oh. And the dangest thing of all, even though we all knew the idiot boy was about to get fired, he still insists on messing with my scene. That's right, I'm talking about you, mister. Ruffled neck ruffian, crimson suited creep. Oh, so Mr. Efford is a ruffian and a creep. That's what she latches on to. Those are not words you need to commit to memory, Kay. Dr. Hertz doesn't sound like she's lying. No, but she only communicates through her granddaughter. Should probably try to make sure that Nurse Needler is being truthful too. Uh-huh. Oh, I actually... I'm gonna save. I'm low on health. I was like, I don't need to, because, I just saved. But I'm low on health.
Objection!
The findings, yes. You know, you never know. Dr. Hertz, I'd like you to take a look at the report for yourself. Oh, I'll read it too. Yeah. She's sweating. This ain't what I said. This ain't what I said at all. What? What do you mean exactly? What? I love her smile. Well, I don't know. I like her determined, like, ow. And this, too. That one. Oh, wait. But, I can't say that. Hey, Auntie, how you doing? Ow, ow. Yeah, she's taking a lot of hits. I love their animations, though, and them assaulting each other. It's funny. Miss Needler, if you're attempting to bury Dr. Hertz's truth, I will gladly hear her confession myself on behalf of the goddess of justice. Yeah. Man, this being faked is so rude. I took a lot of hits trying to figure out a previous thing, and it's because the fucking report was faked. What? I see. Oh, wait, very well. Allow me to relay to everyone what you've just told me. Oh. Ain't no doubt about what I said. I dictated my findings to Florence just like I told you I did. The fuddle-headed young thing must have wrote it down wrong or something. Wow, that was a great impression. I guess I should speak in her voice. Yes, but was it really necessary? So in summary, there is an error in the report. And it was all because of you, Nurse Needler. Is it Nurse Needler, or was it... The true facts have now been shown to be that the head injury occurred prior to the chest wound. The question now, Miss Needler, is why did you introduce such an error? Just a minute, Verity. You make it sound as if the poor girl did it deliberately. Whereas, it seems to me she just made a little mistake. We don't know if it's deliberate yet, but also, it does call into question her bringing Kay to us, I would say. My suspicion cap do be on. Pre-mortem, post-mortem. They're practically the same word, don't you think? Except they mean two completely opposite things. This was deliberate, no doubt about it. But why would she want to change it? Exactly, that's... Ow! You won't get away that easily. Explain yourself, young lady. But Grandma, Oh, you submitted a falsified report. An act that led to Kay being accused of murder. You owe us an explanation. I can't tell you. No. Don't want to, but can't. This is really rather unpleasant, don't you think? Ganging up on this poor, considerate girl, who's only looking after her grandmother. She has nothing to do with anything. She simply made one tiny mistake. So why not leave it there? Objection! You'd like that, wouldn't you? You sure would. Because the only person her testimony would hurt is you. What on earth do you mean, my boy? Seeing as you're now a de facto ex-prosecutor, you're going to need to explain yourself better than that. Oh, I'd be happy to. I'll even spell it out for you. Nurse Needler's role in this crime is very important because... co-conspirator. Nurse Needler doctored the report in order to cover for her accomplice. Ow! Ah, that one really hurt her, huh? Oh, ho, ho! So she's a co-conspirator, this innocent young thing. Do share your grounds for making such a wild accusation, dear boy. The murder couldn't have been committed by one person working on their own. Without at least two people, it wouldn't have been possible to... Ooh. That is, like, very valid, but... Was it necessary to doctor the report, though? I think it might be to maintain the number of bodies. I'm gonna go maintain attendee numbers. If the auctioneer was the murderer and the victim was one of the attendees, the fact that a witness testified to there being 11 attendees even after the murder doesn't make sense. Hey, watch it. Y'all gotta call my good word into good question now, too? Oh, that's not what I meant. In fact, it's quite the opposite. I'm taking you at your word, which means there must be a co-conspirator. I know it's hard, my boy, but sometimes you just have to accept that you were wrong. Objection! I wasn't wrong. I just hadn't considered the possibility of the killer having an accomplice. True. There aren't a lot of accomplices in these cases, usually, actually. Surprisingly. But as soon as we do it, things start to fall into place. With the killer's accomplice returned to the auction room in place of the victim, there would indeed have been 11 attendees, both and before the murder. Both before and after the murder. Well. So that's your thinking, is it? It's certainly an intriguing theory. But surely the imposter would have been spotted right away. Oh, I don't imagine that Nurse Needler looks strikingly different from the victim in build and stature. With the help of a mask, she could very easily have replaced Miss Ringer without anyone noticing. Well, Nurse Needler, is that what happened? Did you take the victim's place at the auction? I wouldn't do something like that. Then why are you sweating? Profusely, I might add. Now tell us, the ringleader, who were they? I can't tell you. I just can't. It hurt Grandma, too. So they know who the ringleader is. Again. Ow! But Grandma... Don't you worry about me. I can take it. You just tell me everything, child. But... Grandma! No! No, not her hair! Her wonderful hairdo. You just had to ruin it? So I was right. She was an accomplice. Miss Needler, why? Well, Miss Needler. Oh, well, Needler. Can you explain yourself? Yes, huh? Oh, thank you, Grant. But I'm all right now. Damn, they fixed that hairdo real quick. I confess it. I changed places with Miss Ringer. So you admit that you were working with the ringleader? Yep, I was helping them. I don't know how, but they found out Miss Ringer was going to attack them. Oh, the culprit was going to be attacked, but by the victim. They seemed pretty sure it was going to happen that night, so they made a counterplan. They wanted to strike first, and they wanted me to help them. I was told to go to the storeroom before the auction began and wait there. Ah. Now hold on right there, Missy. I didn't see nothing, and my eyes don't lie. You only heard it, though. If you'd have been there before the auction, I would have bumped right into you. I was there the whole way through, and you weren't there for a bit of it. But I'm not lying. Well, that's easy for you to say. But you were lying about altering that report only a few minutes ago. Objection! Oh, I think we're all well aware of the number of potential hiding places in that storeroom. Really? He's calling out his accomplice, huh? Are we? Where exactly are you trying to say our friend the nurse was hiding, Nurse Needler hid here while she was waiting in the storeroom. Oh, oof. I mean, the only hiding spot is the clothes box among our evidence, right? And it has to be in the storeroom. Nah, it's got to be the clothes box. Take that! Surely? She hid inside this clothes box. Oh, she did she? Huh, well, it was there the whole time, even before I moseyed on in. But like I done told y'all, it had all them chains around it. I wanted to hide in there myself, really, but it was locked up tight, so I had to go elsewhere. I imagine that's because the Nurse Needler was already lying in there by the time you arrived. That's right. We didn't want anyone to just open it, or it would have really blown our cover. So the ringleader told me to climb in and wait until it was time for my part of the plan. And then they wrapped the whole box up in chains. I think they took the elevator downstairs not long after. It was just before the auction was due to start. Ah. 8? Oh, heart. And then Needler, okay. So, as the auction was beginning, you and Miss Hart would have been the only people in the storeroom. Ah. Yep, I think so. They are. Auctioneer and somebody else? Oh, Rosie. Or whatever. Azrren? The auction proceeded as it always did, until a certain customer came upstairs to complete her purchase. That was when the incident occurred. Miss Hart overheard the victim and the culprit exchanging words around then. You betcha, I was behind that statue there, shaking like a dang leaf in the whole time. In the middle of their quarrel, Miss Ringer was killed by the auctioneer. I imagine that the auctioneer then carried Miss Ringer's body over to the closed box. Okay. From which Nurse Needler emerged and swapped places with the victim. After placing Miss Ringer's body inside the box. Nurse Needler's role was to pretend to be Miss Ringer. I think I do know the condemning evidence. Oh shit. I think it's the ticket. Maybe. Maybe. It might be the ticket. Because if she arrived early enough before the auction. Because I think, the events of when's the auction end? Or, well, and the key card. Where's the key cards? That's what it is. The ticket's like so early compared to when the actually, we don't even know why the key card was placed there yet. But assuming this is when the killer placed the body, like as the setup, then that means Kay was on the viewing platform after midnight, so that means it's not her ticket. And then maybe, but I don't know. The two of them then returned to the room below as if nothing had happened. Was that about sum up what happened in the storeroom, Nurse Neely? Yes. In fact, that's exactly what happened. Hold up. So you just waltzed right back in there, and nobody noticed? This is two completely different people we're talking about here. You're telling me not one of them other folks down there at the auction caught on? Why would they? The other auction goers had no reason to notice the difference when Nurse Neely entered the room because, I mean, imitating the victim? Everything is true? She did her... No. Oh, you ain't my chain, right? Anyone who took notice, one look at what she was wearing, that suit. Alright, well, now we have to save every option. God damn it. Yeah. I should have thought, oh, come on, hit us. How come nobody got the wires on the switcheroo? She stole the victim's clothes then. As we've seen, Miss Ringer and Nurse Neely are about the same build. What's more, the auction rules require attendees to wear their masks at all times. If Nurse Neely were wearing the same clothes as Miss Ringer, nobody would have been any the wiser. Yeah. They also have a voice changer, so you know. No, and they weren't. I brought Miss Ringer's clothes and ow. This is also, she's being very revealing about all this too. It's kind of weird. And left the poor child in her smalls. Have you no respect, girl? No, Grandma, I thought the same thing. It wouldn't be nice to leave her like that. So when the ringleader wasn't looking, I put that raincoat on her. So that's how Miss Ringer came to be wearing it. Thus, the auction was able to carry on as before. Guess the part where I caught the red raincoat on film just came after that. Yes, must be. Then it all makes sense. If they were supposed to be dead, how'd they move? Oh, unless that's the... Unless there's another person hidden by the raincoat. It doesn't look like they're being carried, though. Looks like they're walking out on their own. Right after that was when I went on over and looked downstairs through the gap in the elevator. Spotted me 11 happy little auction goers. And then back I snuck into my little hidey hole. Don't tell me you were hiding back there the entire time after that. Yep, straight up until you got caught. Well, that is not exactly. Oh, what is it? Did something happen? So, maybe I haven't mentioned this before, but I fell asleep for a few winks after that. Well, passed out. Unconscious, you might say. Alright. What happened? Oh, nothing much. Kinda silly, really, but, there was a sudden loud noise, and, it startled me. Just a little bit, you know? That's Kay falling, I assume? Alright, maybe more than just a little, but I just witnessed a murder. Can't blame a girl for getting jumped. Guess that got my heart shook and my head faint. Before I knew it, I was out like a light. By the time I came to, it was the next dang day, and there y'all were clanking down that ladder. That's like, damn. Asleep for like over 24 hours or something like that? I see, so you were startled by a loud noise and fell unconscious. I suppose that means you don't know what happened after that. Not per se, but, well, after the auction was over, well, all the MS were back on the rack. So I reckon the guests done finished and filed out, one by one, like they were supposed to. There's also a missing mask, quote unquote. Nurse Needler, once the auction had restarted, what exactly were you doing? I was pretending to be Miss Ringer and placing bids, just as Ringler wanted. I had to win the clothes box, as I'd been instructed. I had a dead body inside after all. Ah. Imagine if someone else had won it. We would have been in real trouble then. So you had no idea that the victim had vacated the box in the meantime? Not until we came back. No, not until we came back up so I could pay for it. That was when we noticed. The ringleader told me to go look for her right away. Okay. I don't like that. Except I found some other girl collapse at the foot of the ladder instead. Okay. So they didn't die to the head injury. We don't know when they were stabbed yet then, I guess. But that's how Kay's gonna be implicated for being the one that stabbed her. Yes, she must have fallen from upon the roof and been knocked unconscious. Guess the victim must have left the hatch wide open, huh? That would explain it. Kay would have been so shocked by seeing Miss Ringer fall motionless right in front of her that she wouldn't have seen the open hatch and fallen right through it. I guess so. That explains the noise that caused you to faint as well, Miss Hart. It was the sound of Kay crash landing onto the storeroom floor. Yeah, I suppose. Can't believe something like that done knocked me out for so long, though. So in summary, by the time Miss Needler found Kay, you were already sound asleep behind the statue. I think we've got a good grasp on what occurred up to this point now. Nurse Needler, if you would continue. Sure. So I found Kay, and next I found Miss Ringer, and I put them both in the clothes box. You couldn't risk any of the auction goers seeing them. That would have caused a real hullabaloo. Was that your idea, or the ringleader's? Theirs. But putting the raincoat on Miss Ringer was my own idea. So I tried to get rid of it before they found out what I'd done. Oh, I imagine they were none too pleased when they showed up as a surprise piece of evidence in this case. And lastly, the ringleader and I put her in an auctioneer's outfit we'd prepared. Of course, which completes the deception and made everyone think she was the auctioneer. All in all, the auction finished up without anyone noticing anything, and that was that. Now that we know the extent of your crimes, Nurse Needler, if you have anything further to share, I'd advise you to do so immediately. I wish I could tell you more, but I'm sorry, that's all I know. Oh, except for one other thing. It did seem a little strange, I guess. When I was borrowing Miss Ringer's clothes, I took everything I could, but I couldn't take her hair, obviously, so... Ow! You're dang right. You couldn't take her hair. What kind of medical professional are you? Oh. That's where you draw the line. So taking her clothes was okay. Our hairs was totally different. The style, the length, everything. I kind of panicked. A wig? But the ringleader thought of everything, including wigs. 2 of them, in fact. And there was a straight one and a wavy one. They were both stashed in the closed box. Probably not. We don't have those wigs, I don't think. Nothing about, like, strands of hair, either. 2 wigs, but why? Right, I wondered that too. I thought maybe they were worried she might have changed up her style. Anyway, I took the straight one. That was the one that matched her hair on the day. Leaving a wavy wig in the box. Uh-huh. That's new information. Good to know. And that's everything you know. There's nothing else you're forgetting. No? Huh? No, really, Grandma. That's everything. And I take it that you really have no idea who the ringleader might be. Sorry. I only know that they were in charge of the auction. I didn't see them without their mask on. And they were pretty careful to keep their identity a secret from everyone. A wavy wig? A wavy wig? Maybe? Is he wearing a wavy wig beard? Oh. Is it a fake beard? If it's a fake beard, I would be I'll be laughing my ass off. But also, that better not be a fake beard. If I can't get something concrete on them. I mean, I'm pretty sure he's gonna burn his beard. It is wavy, and I'm pretty sure he's gonna burn his beard off at some point, so... Oh, ho, ho, ho. Well, Miles, are we about done? You've proven the nurse was part of the murder plot. But sadly, for you, it doesn't change a whole lot. I lost my word. Because it does nothing to prove that Kay Faraday isn't the ringleader. And justice must prevail. We can't change the law, even for your sake. Is that it? Am I not going to be able to save Kay?
Objection!
Hey, Franziska! Franziska, what are you doing here? As I told you before, Miles Edgeworth, where the case leads, I follow. Your dedication is an inspiration to us all. Wow. I wonder how Franziska doesn't get any of the flack that we're going under, but I'm not going to question it. But don't go getting the wrong idea, little brother. I'm only here to deliver the truth regarding the suspect. I'm certainly not here to forgive you for abandoning the way of the prosecutor. I understand that. You shouldn't thank your former subordinate for what I'm about to share. In his desperation to help Kay Faraday, he gave me a valuable piece of information. Detective Gumshoe did that. Huh. Prepare yourself, Miles Edgeworth, for the final piece of the puzzle. Rosie Ringer's head wound was the first injury she suffered, not the second. Aww. Why you gotta do Franziska like that? Well, someone say something. Yes, there's no easy way to say this, Franziska, but we already proved that ourselves. You... what? Yes, just a few minutes ago. Well, why didn't you say so sooner? You didn't exactly give us a chance. And I suppose you know about the murder weapon, too. Oh, no, not yet. Good. Then listen up. The victim was struck on the head with a blunt object bearing a circular surface. Ooh. Circular surface. Maybe the... I think the horn was always missing, though, if I believe correctly. Could be a mask, maybe? That's kind of a reach, though. I don't think we have it. And the wounds to the chest were actually inflicted post-mortem. Ah, a circular surface.
Objection.
You're certain of that, I assume? Your sources are above board. Two trusted medical professionals reached the same conclusion independently. You couldn't ask for more.
Objection.
That's certainly good to know.
Objection!
Unfortunately, you're overstepping the bounds of... Of what? I am the prosecutor in charge of Interpol's investigation into the underground auction. And this murder occurred during that auction. It would be negligent of me not to pursue leads pertaining to related parties, especially the victim. Thank you, Franziska, for doing your job. This whole case has been a matter of negligence by the our committee. Seriously, yep. My, you've really become quite the force to be reckoned with, haven't you, my dear? How many of these cases would be resolved if they didn't just assume things and like actually question people? Then all parties are in agreement. The victim died from a blow to the head. That means we don't have a murder weapon, though, I believe. Unless it was like the corsage, but chest wound inflicted post-mortem. Okay. Sadly, the murder weapon itself has yet to be identified. I agree. Based on the shape, I might have an idea or two. But guys, I didn't turn up any other weapon during my investigation. And yet, one needs only think about the setting and... okay, an auctioneer's tools. And the answer should be obvious. An object with a circular surface used in an auction. We're obviously talking about, a judge's hammer. Oh, wait. It wasn't a judge's hammer, it was a fucking auctioneer's hammer. Come on, my bad. I'm gonna die for it, too. Maybe this gets me back. Like, it's a hammer, obviously. I'm committed. Oh, this is so far back, I think. I probably should have just took the hit and just reloaded it from where it took me to. But oh well. Yeah. Time for Franziska to show up. Oh, this is actually quite a while, huh? Alright. Why do you have to bait me with Gavel, bro? I actually kind of want to see the response if you answer Gavel's hammer, but she probably goes off on you. SS. 2 wigs. Oh, I should look at that piece of evidence too. That'll be kind of important.
Objection!
And Franziska shows up. Dedication.
Objection. Objection.
Alright. Now we're
Objection!
just about back. Perfect. But guys, I thought the accomplice could have potentially been Eustace. Because he was the one that had the report delivered to, but it makes more sense that it was Needler, so. An auctioneer's hammer. What would an auctioneer have readily at hand? Oh. An auctioneer's hammer, of course. But we never found one of those. The auctioneer was indeed the killer. It does seem a likely candidate for the murder weapon. But without the evidence to support your theory, it remains nothing more than that. Oh, I have just the evidence you need right here. Ooh. What proves it's the auctioneer's hammer, though? This might be it. Can I play the... Oh, wait, what is this? By the... Oh! Damn. Can I... Actually, what is this, too? How do I play the voice? Can I play the voice? Burn mark. Nothing to say for yourself. Have my room. The sound of the hammer. That's gotta be it. Our little plushie.
Take that!
No! Fuck! What on earth are you talking about, Miles Azrren? You could hear the hammer, though. This is some bullshit. Okay, what is it then? Strongly suggests the auctioneer's hammer was the murder weapon. Wait, what? Okay. It's Hart's testament, not... Miss Hart told us something very important about the auction after the murder occurred. I'm a step ahead, unfortunately. But she was the very prominent sound of the auctioneer's hammer could no longer be heard. And now, why would that be? I'll tell you why, because it had just been used in a murder and was covered in the victim's blood. It would need to be disposed of, isn't that right? Chairman Winner. Not quite calling him out, but also calling him out. I'll have our people look into this right away. You really are like a dog with a bone, aren't you, dear boy? But if you can't dedicate yourself to a cause when you're young, when can you, Seems very confident we'll never find it. Very well. A search for the murder weapon will be conducted. In the meantime, this court is in recess. Oh. Our final investigation? Yep. Ooh, that means I might get some health back, actually. That'll be nice. April 6th. Committee for Prosecutorial Excellence. Silence in the courtroom, please. Miss Von Karma, if you would be so kind as to update us on the progress of the search. It's not good news, I'm afraid. The entire big building has been searched from top to bottom, and no auctioneer's hammer was found anywhere. I mean, you did give him a full 2 days almost now, so... This is bad news indeed. Then, we have no choice but to move ahead with the verdict. Whoa, whoa, whoa! Sniffle. Oh, such a terrible shame! But I suppose only a fool would have left the murder weapon behind. Certainly not what I'd expect from a first-rate criminal mind. No, there's just not enough to work with here. I can't carry us any further on my own. Yes, it really is a tragedy, but such is life, I suppose. I was just thinking back over what the defendants I've made plea deals with over the years. People who poured their hearts out to me, who trusted me with every detail of their crimes. And then, when it came to the sentencing, I recommended life in prison every time. For every single one. If only you could see them. The stupid, dumbfounded looks on their faces. Ha ha ha. The verdict will now be passed. All present will accept the goddess's word as law. There's nothing more I can do. Kay and I both... If only we had some proof. I never imagined I would be passing judgment on you under such circumstances. At the end of the road, huh? I was a fucking dialogue early. I have proof, thank you very much. By the power vested in me. Celsius winner. This court hereby indicts you of your crimes. Hey... What? What? Huh. What's on earth gotten into you, Verity? Submit for the court's consideration the case file of a certain incident. Uh-huh. Total flip for Gavel, huh? Namely, the IS-7 incident. A murder that took place 18 years ago. Oh, but what does that file have to do with... Oh, wait, you mean you're not supposed to be questioning this right now, Ledger? Your late night visit to this chamber, that was too. Precisely, I came here to retrieve these documents. Though sadly, it would seem that I arrived too early to catch the auction itself. Uh-huh. When we spoke of the matter before, I implied that I had come to retrieve files pertaining to your own case. You'll have to forgive me. That was a ruse to buy myself more time. Uh-huh. IS-7 incident case file, data jotted down in my organizer. Maybe it's time to actually look at my evidence really quick, because there was also this. Wigs, in order to enable their accomplice to disguise herself as Miss Ringer. One wig was straight and the other is wavy. So wavy was not used. This is the same case file as before. Whereabouts unknown. Oh, okay. What the heck are you doing, Gavel? You can't just accuse my dad! Without proper grounds, it's defamation! An excellent observation, Eustace. It is? And of course, I have the grounds to make such an accusation. 18 years ago, Mr. Manfred von Karma had some details about the victim's body fabricated. Details he was forced to fabricate when the sculptor Artie Cross's body went missing. My papa fabricated information. What is the meaning of this? Ian Siler, the detective originally assigned to the case, did in fact report that the body had gone missing. However, it seemed that a certain someone wasn't very pleased with Mr. von Karma, and deliberately withheld that information in order to bring him down a few pegs. What? What? This individual refused to allow anyone to go against their wishes or to challenge their power. And they've known to go to extreme lengths in order to bring those who defy them to heel. 18 years ago, they were no different. In fact, they even ordered Dr. Hurst to create a fake autopsy report for the IS-7 incident. You know, that is a convenient age for Eustace to be, too. 18 years ago, huh? Huh. What? She was responsible for the fake report. Wait, you have to understand, Grandma, she's not a bad person. She had to do what he said. She didn't have any choice. The person in question was the chief prosecutor at the time. The chief prosecutor 18 years ago. No. The man who gave Papa the first penalty of his career. Excelsius winner, it was you.
Objection!
What are you all talking about? My dad would never do something like that.
Overruled.
I'm sorry, Eustace, but your opinion on the matter is not needed here. Damn. Well, Chairman Winner, do you have anything to say for yourself? How's that apply to this current case? I mean, well, all that nonsense with the body. That was Manfred's doing. Such a willful boy. And the fake autopsy report? Hilda, how could you? I can't believe you naughty kids would do such dishonest things behind my back. Hilda's older than him, though. Come on. At least I think. Oh, we could just ask her why she did it. She is standing right over there, after all. Wait, Grandma, can't she... Ow. Grandma, I'm sorry. I knew. That's why I... Right, exactly. If I didn't, everyone would have found out about what you did. He said he was going to charge you if I didn't help them with their plan. They said he would... I just had to do what the auctioneer said. So, you were coerced into it, were you, Nurse Needler? And just to be clear, the auctioneer was Chairman Winner. I'm sorry, but I honestly don't know. Oh? The person forcing me to help them was the auctioneer. And they definitely looked to be about the same build as the chairman, but I never saw their face. Well, there must be something. Any detail, no matter how small, will do. Oh, wait. Their mask didn't cover their whole face. It is a wig. It's gotta be a wig. Oh my god. Man is not doing the beard justice. And that part that wasn't covered had a tattoo on it. I remember that much for sure. Ringleader wore a white jacket, white gloves, a magenta flower, and a mask. Also had a tattoo on the part of their face the mask didn't cover. A tattoo.
Objection.
This all sounds very dramatic, but I really don't know what you're talking about. There's no tattoo anywhere on my face. I think I know if there was one, wouldn't you? Which means I can't be the ringleader, no matter how much you might want me to be. I only hope you can figure out who the shameless manipulator might be.
Overruled.
Your contempt for this courtroom is an insult to the goddess. Are you sure it's not you who's feeling insulted here? I am not the only one who's been trying to bring you to justice. Miss Ringer had been trying too. Ew! Kay was working with Gavel then? Possibly? Okay. And I refuse to let her sacrifice be in vain. Young Rosie was looking to take me down, you say? But why? I barely knew her. I've always had a certain magnetic charm, of course, but I don't remember ever catching that particular eye. You barely knew the victim. Oh, I do believe that is a new statement. The goddess demands that you offer your full testimony on the record. I mean, so that's how this is going to go, hmm? You mean to hound me until I finally break? Well, if that's the way you want to play it, fine. I'll destroy you all. Every last one of you. Mr. Edgeworth, please allow me to work with you on this one. Oh, it'd be mine. Oh, I doubt we'll get another chance to put him on the stand. So let's make the most of this opportunity. Of course, Your Honor. I wouldn't have it any other way. Now, Chairman Winner, you'll tell this court everything you know about Miss Ringer. Everything I know about Miss Ringer. Young Rosie was a member of the committee, of course. I feel like but we never really had any personal interactions. At least, none that I remember. That's relatively fair. I had no motive to murder that poor girl whatsoever. And I have absolutely no idea why she was after me. So you don't mean to accept your part in any of this? Of course he doesn't. He isn't guilty. How could he be? He's my dad, the winner of winners. That's very kind of you, Eustace. But you'll need more than mere words if you plan to cover for me. Right, you got it. I won't let them pin this on you. I believe in you, Dad. You'll beat Edgeworth. I know you will. Yes. You really are such a sweet, simple child. He really loves his dad, huh? But that's no excuse for him to ignore his father's crimes. No matter how much he respects him. Speaking from experience, Francisca? Huh? Regardless of their station in life, all criminals will be made to atone for their sins in time. Aw, this won't be easy on Mr. Winter. But it has to be done. We can't let his father get away with this. Everything I know about Miss Ringer. I do have a full health bar, thank God. I'm oppressing, as usual.
Hold it!
Alright. As a member of the committee, you must have at least been familiar with her face. Sure, but that's about all. I saw her every once in a while. But we'd never really had any personal interactions, at least none that I remember. Can we prove that, actually? No personal interactions. Ooh. Nothing here either. So, you're saying you barely knew the victim at all? That's exactly what I'm saying, my boy, yes. Why, I never even knew about that, burn mark on her hand. Oh, you did? That's a weird thing to phrase when... I mean, what's the point? You get to know someone, but before you know it, they're gone. It's becomes such a pain to remember things about others. They're here one day and gone the next. Yes, because they dare to stand up to you, and you make them disappear. If you could please add your remark to the victim's burn to your testimony, Chairman Winner. Yeah. Why, I didn't even know about the burn. You sure you didn't know about the burn mark? You really don't let up, do you? I'm not in the habit of memorizing who has a scar on the hand and who doesn't. You're being oddly specific here. But this wasn't just any old scar. I'd say it's pretty noticeable, in fact. Perhaps under normal circumstances. But now that I think about it, Miss Ringer always did always wear gloves. Wait, that's actually... That's actually helpful to our point. Truth be told, I wasn't aware of the burn mark until after the incident myself. Oh, well, the victim's hands were always covered by a pair of gloves. It makes sense, of course, because people can be very self-conscious about such things. I can only sympathize, being something of a sensitive soul myself. I hope you're not too sensitive to append that statement to your testimony. Oh, she was always wearing gloves. Perhaps it was to hide the burn. So you remember her always wearing gloves, and that she had a hidden burn mark? I mean, it was something of a trademark of hers, yes? Who knew it was to hide a burn mark? I always imagined it was just a fashion statement. Does your little friend have something to hide under all those bandages, I wonder? Who, me? No, I don't have anything to hide. Oh, you don't? Not even the stony visage of a cold-blooded murderer?
Objection!
If anyone here is hiding such a thing, it's you. And I'll expose your true face if it's the last thing I do. They're definitely foreshadowing something. Oh, you never fail to entertain, my boy. Go ahead, do your worst. So Miss Ringer always wore gloves. That reminds me of something. I should look over all the evidence again. Okay. I had no motive to murder that poor girl whatsoever. You never had any trouble with her professionally. Oh, don't be silly, my boy. I'm far too important these days for such trivialities. And by all accounts, her work was impeccable. Wait. That was not impeccable. Unimpeachable. Besides, our difference in standing meant we hardly ever interacted. But that doesn't prove you didn't kill her, does it? Well, you would say that, wouldn't you? Anything to save your little friend, hmm? It certainly seems that Miss Ringer has some personal interest in you, at least. Indeed, indeed. But I can't for the life of me imagine why. Too bad, so sad. Without a motive, you can't logic your way into pinning this on me. I mean, we can definitely logic this. And I have absolutely no idea why she was after me. You have no idea at all as to why she was after you. Huh. Let's see now. It's because that's a real catch. I suppose you could say that, yes, the admirers, they come, and then they go again. You don't even dream of being like my dad. Very true. I doubt many ordinary people could quite match his achievements. It's remarkable, really, to have so many people come into a life, and then for so many to leave it. I certainly won't complain if you choose to leave, Verity, my dear. Oh, I think it's far more likely that you'll be the one leaving today, in handcuffs. Yes, very droll. But if you think I'm finished, you will be sorely disappointed. I have to think back over what we know about the victim. If you're not sure how to approach this, take another look at the evidence. You just might find a new way to interpret old information. Are you trying to help me, Francisca? I'm trying to help Kay Faraday. I couldn't care less about you. Nice to see she really is worried about for Kay. In her own Francisca sort of way. Uh-huh. That's why we adore Francisca. Alright. Always wearing gloves. Perhaps it was to hide the burn mark. It could be the outfit? Well, no. Always wearing gloves, huh? I mean, she wasn't wearing gloves for that. I know what we need to say. How do I say it, though? Might be the body, the autopsy report. She's not wearing gloves currently, right? Or maybe this. Maybe actually. It might be this because they set up an outfit with gloves to account for that the person they were trying to murder had gloves. But I'll go autopsy report. Damn it. Well, you certainly. Oh well. Ha! You think you can win against a winner? Think again. My dad's invincible. He's the top of the top. The winningest winner of all. Yes, yes. The cheerleading is a little cringe-inducing, though, Eustace. Maybe you could give it a rest. He's no ordinary opponent, that's for sure. Yeah. All right. Oh. Is it the other line of reasoning I was going for? Probably. A formal accusation? Damn. Ah, well. The save file names are kind of revealing. It's gotta be the outfit, then. No. Really? Okay. How do I say this, then? Although I suppose she was always wearing gloves. No. Fitted with a recording device that capture... This then, actually? Yeah, this was where the recording becomes? Uh-huh. I knew it was you the moment I laid eyes on you. Can't hide that burn mark from me. Nothing to say for yourself. I've waited so long for this day, and now I'll finally... Ew. Revenge on her, huh? Why do you need revenge on that? Uh-huh. Okay. I think it is the doll, then.
Objection!
Got it. Alright, I'll be right back, though. I gotta go to the bathroom. Back to it. That's off. Oh. So, Miss Ringer always wore gloves. If she did, that raises a rather important question and highlights a contradiction. A contradiction, you say, really? If we listen again to the conversation that was captured by this stuffed cow, you'll soon see what I mean. And I knew it was you the moment I laid eyes on you. You can't hide that burn from me. Nothing to say for yourself. I guess he has a voice changer, huh? I've waited so long for this day, and now I finally have my revenge. Also, there's clearly a sound of a hammer. This could have been used as evidence for the hammer, but sure. We can be reasonably certain that what we just heard is the moment the victim was attacked. I knew it was you the moment I laid eyes on you. You can't hide that burn from me. We assumed that those were the words of the killer. We assumed that those were the words of the killer? What's the problem with that? Seems like a perfectly sensible assumption to me. Oh, I'm afraid not, Chairman Winner. For you see, if the victim was always wearing gloves, as you just testified, then the burn mark on her hand should not have been visible to her killer.
Objection.
That makes the revenge make sense too, huh? Okay. The final twist? Huh. That makes... Revenge. Okay. So this is the... okay. Self-defense? He's gonna argue probably then. Damn. Precious thing back too, okay. You speak as if gloves can't be easily removed. She could have taken them off during the arching. That's... But she hadn't. She was still wearing them when I changed places with her. No? So they must have been on her hands. And she was being murdered, too. Wait, what? Okay, now I'm slightly confused. Those are the words of... I've waited so long for this. Okay, that is Rosie speaking then. Huh. So they must have been on her hands when she was being murdered, too. What are you saying, my dear? You do know how much trouble you're in, don't you? I'm not scared of you anymore. I have Grandma on my side now. Aww. And now it's time for you to pay the piper, Winner. You dang devil. I see. So you're both looking to disappear, too. It's gonna burn off one day, Winner. Come on. That can be arranged. Now he's threatening, too. Not this time, you Excelsius Winner. The only person disappearing will be you.
Objection!
Hey! You can't talk to my dad like that! Who cares that the burn was covered up? Why does that even matter? Oh, it matters. Because it turns out understanding of the burn mark on its head. What? What do you mean? What can the fact that the victim's burn mark was covered up possibly tell us? That could be true. Is that the reason for the tattoo? Or, well, the quote-unquote tattoo on his, well, chin, but... The murderer had a burn mark too. I think it has to be the murderer had a burn mark too. The victim didn't have a burn mark. They definitely did. Yeah, there's only one option that makes sense here. Oh. Think about it like this, Mr. Winner. The victim was wearing gloves, therefore the burn mark on her hand would not have been visible. In which case, whose burn mark was it? That was being referenced in the recording. Aha! Still, that resolves things, but also Rosie intended to be the attacker. Which would make her and K actions. Or ooh, you know what? The voice line doesn't imply they were going to murder Excelsius. They just wanted to capture him, or at least, like, Excelsius murdered her because he got caught. That makes sense. There we go. In which case, whose burn mark was it that was being referenced to in the recording? Somebody who, wasn't the victim. Precisely. Which can only mean that the culprit had the prominent burn mark too. Or to put it another way, I knew it was you the moment I laid eyes on you. You can't hide that burn from me. Those words were spoken not by the murderer, but by the victim. No way!
Objection.
Ho. Eustace, my boy, would you mind stepping aside for a sec? Look, Miles, it's nice to see you having fun with your little flights of fancy, but let's get serious for a second. So the murderer had a burn mark now, really? Where? Your little theory will either take flight or die, depending on your answer here, I'm afraid. He is not messing around. I have to figure out where that burn mark was, and fast. I wonder where it could have been. All the auction people were wearing disguises, right? Yes, and each disguise was different. Yet, in spite of that, the burn mark was visible on the victim somehow, which means... Well, shall we? Enlighten us, why don't you, my boy? I believe... No. The outfit, then. Ringleader's appearance. Here is my evidence. The outfit the ringleader was wearing throughout the auction. Or rather, the outfit you were wearing, Chairman Winner. Yo, Layden! Professor Layden! How you doing? We're getting right to the conclusion of this case. And what exactly is that supposed to tell us,
Objection!
A suit, white gloves, and a mask. I'm doing good, I'm doing good. Trying to burn off this guy's beard, but you know, this disguise should have covered almost all of your skin. But according to Nurse Needler's testimony, the auctioneer's mask didn't quite cover your entire face. Yeah. Kind of. Ah. And not only that, she claims to have seen a tattoo on the part that was exposed. But what is a tattoo? But was it a tattoo, or did she simply mistake a burn mark for one? A burn mark on the face!
Objection!
Sorry to interrupt while you're so clearly enjoying yourself, dear boy. But I regret to inform you that none of the committee members have such a burn. Myself included, of course. But Dad, I mean... Eustace, Do you think you can be quiet, please? You can be foolish on your own time later. Yeah, it's... And I mean, it's dangerously close to the beard. So I've been hoping, and I think it's gonna come just about now. Well, you may be an annoyance most of the time, Mr. Winner, but on this particular occasion, I'm grateful for your presence. A reaction like that from you, his son, is as good as an indicator of the truth as I could have hoped for. A gapo. and it gives me a much-needed confidence boost concerning another theory of mine, and namely, who that one unexplained item belongs to. Oh, what's the matter with Mr. Winner? I think he might be in shock. After all, he's usually the last to figure things out. But in this case, he seems to have gotten there all too quickly. I wonder if he actually made a statement about his beard in the beginnings. We know that his father is indeed the real murderer. He's sad because he knows the truth, so it's better not to know the truth at all. No, Kay. It's what we came here for. It doesn't matter how we get there. The important thing is finding the truth. You yourself told me that once. Right, when I needed to hear it the most. And now... The art style? What do you mean by art style? Like, because I think the art style is pretty similar, right? The truth of, and now it's time for me to pay... I felt like it's pretty similar, at least to the original trilogy. I don't know about the games past that, because I haven't played them yet, but this art style is very nice. I personally like how much effort they put into animating the sprites, you know? Like, every character is, like, unique and just animated in their own way. And, like, some of the animations are funny as hell, and great. And now it's time for me to repay the favor and show you the truth of your innocence. I want to know, too, the truth of what really happened. So please, Mr. Edgeworth, well, you show. Oh, that was... I very much intend to. You don't know when to give up, do you? Where is this bird, then? Perhaps you can point it out to me. But you can't, can? Because it's nowhere to be found. Just like your evidence that I'm the killer. Yes, hunt for contradictions all you like. You won't find any. Because he's my dad, a winner through and through. Oh, okay. She got hurt at the start of this case and has amnesia. Smile. So yeah. And as usual, our assistant is accused of murder, and we have to help them. I understand, Mr. Winner. I completely understand why you don't want to believe it's true. But if you ignore the truth now, you'll regret it for as long as you live. Dad, what do I do? I just don't understand it. How could I have raised such an utter buffoon? You really wish to help your father, Eustace? You can try thinking on your own for once in a life, you useless nitwit. But I try all the time, Dad. All I do is try. I went to the school you wanted me to go to. I aced every time. Look at my jacket. I only give these to the valedictorian. I did everything you told me to. I worked like crazy and graduated top of my class. I tried to be just like you and win as many trophies as I could. I paid people to do all that. You really are just a simpering simpleton, aren't you? Those tests you ace, I had the school give you perfect scores on all of them. Yeah, Those debate and speech competitions you won, the judges were all friends of mine. See, if you never did this, your son would probably be competent, but hey, whose fault is that? If you never even realized that much, there's no hope for you, I'm afraid. None at all. You're no son of mine. Even you must see that. Ah! He runs off crying, bro. Oh my god. Oh, gone, my own son. They all leave in the end. Oh, I mean, boo! Even when he was trying, he was failing. And he did it all for me. Then he should have tried harder. You're a disgrace. You don't deserve to be a father, and you certainly don't deserve to be a chairman of this committee. Even I feel sorry for the boy. Even I feel sorry for the boy now. Poor Mr. Winner. Explain yourself, Chairman Winner. Just what do you think your son is to treat him in such a way? An utterly useless pawn sounds about right. Ha! But you're one to talk. Verity, well, you tried to win your way into my trust by using Eustace too. I cannot deny it. Oh, that makes sense why she was helping him. However, I never thought of him as a mere pawn. He may not be naturally gifted prosecutor, but he tries. In some ways, he tries harder than anyone. Ah, that's why. That's what I have witnessed during my time with him. You would call him useless? How could you?
Objection.
Aw, Verity standing up for him. Oh, because he is Verity, my girl. He is utterly incapable of doing anything I ask of him. Mr. Azrren, I entrust my offering to the goddesses to you, so that you may use it to call her final judgment onto Excelsius Winner. Thank you, Your Honor. I've been more than ready to do so. If the ringleader had a visible burn mark on their face that night, then it would follow that Chairman Winner is currently hiding that mark somehow. How exactly was he dressed during the auction? That will be the key to solving this case at last. Now then, your answer, please. Which piece of evidence will help us reveal the burn mark on the culprit's face? I believe, one wig was straight, the other wavy. Wavy, not use.
Take that.
This is it. Got it in one. Ho. Recall Nurse Needler's testimony, if you will. There was one thing we never quite resolved. The second wig. The one that wasn't used. I seem to recall it being wavy. What are you two talking about? Oh, Nurse Needler apparently found some very interesting items. Is this the pose you were talking about? The gaze pose? This is just Edgeworth being cocky. Some very interesting items when she went to swap places with the victim. And what did they have to do with the burn? What she found were two wigs. One was intended to make her look more like the victim. But what was the other one for? I don't suppose it was meant to be a spare. It doesn't take a huge leap of imagination to see the truth. Compare Chairman Winner's current appearance to that of the ringleader as it was described to us. Stop it! Stop staring at me! One very prominent difference presents itself. His face, or rather, what's around it. Please burn it, please burn it, please burn it. You mean, it wasn't a wig after all? Indeed, not a wig intended to go at the top of the head in any case. It was a fake beard all along, wasn't it, Excelsius Winner? Come on! Ha ha ha! This! Why, this is all my own, dear boy! How very unkind of you to suggest otherwise!
Objection!
Oh, we saw how your son reacted when he realized the truth, and how he desperately tried to cover for you, even in the light of his realization. Yet you still feared that he might expose you. So rather than take that risk, you bullied him until he couldn't take it anymore. Because he knew. He knew that your beard hides the prominent burn mark. Chairman Winner. I insist that you remove your beard this instant. Ah! Damn. He burned all his hair. And... skull mark, huh? There it is, the burn mark. I don't know if that's a burn mark. Mr. Edge, I guess... It's a more realistic, potentially more realistic burn mark, but it's... it being shaped like that makes it not feel like it. Mr. Edgeworth, for bringing evil to justice before the eyes of the goddess, you have my thanks. Oh, no, thank you. I couldn't have done it without you. Excelsius Winner, in the name of the goddess, I hereby pronounce my verdict. In the matter of the murder of Miss Rosie Ringer, this court finds you guilty. There it is. Okay, his profile update? Did it. That was a skull. And... We're having a lot of body markings show up. And we're still... there's still a mysterious Shelly D. Killer. And his was a pink burn mark. Which could be as a symbol for his assassination targets, but I don't know. There's more for the next case, I think. But he is definitely the murderer. And he's been caught. Mr. Edgeworth, I can't thank you enough. He never gave up on me, even when I gave up on myself. That was very kind of you. Oh, there's no need to thank me. As a prosecutor... Oh, no. As a friend, it was the least I could do. Also, you're not a prosecutor, Edgeworth. Mr. Edgeworth, rejoice. Suddenly, you're... I've learned that Chairman Winner has been safely delivered to the detention center. The search for the missing auction hammer continues. However, we're talking about Chairman Winner here, so it's highly likely that it has already been destroyed. Smart. In addition, there's one other matter I must inform you of. The chairman made a rather strange statement. According to him, the letters were not a part of his plan. They were conveniently never used, but they were accurate. What? How could that be? Thank you so much. They talk about the revenge, though. He claims that he and Miss Needler found this letter on Miss Ringer's person. And that they found a second letter on Kay's unconscious body. So somebody wanted to implicate Kay. Who would want to implicate Kay then? Is what we're saying. A third party. I guess we'll find out, huh? And that they then found a second letter on Kay's unconscious body. From their contents, the letter seemed one of correspondence. So he led to the conclusion that they must have been working with each other. Oh, well, that's quite the conclusion to jump to. As he read the letters, that's when he came up with the idea to frame Miss Faraday for Miss Ringer's murder. Ah! Wait, never mind. He used it. Letters were not part of his plan. They just happened to be working together. And then he read them as he murdered her. And then that's why he used it. So he decided to place the victims in a very conspicuous place. Namely, in her left chest pocket. Sounds to me like he's just trying to make excuses for himself. Yes, I certainly thought the same. Perhaps it was some sort of last-ditch ploy on his part. But it matters not. He will answer to the goddess now. And under her scrutiny, such strategies cannot hope to succeed. He will not escape justice. And with that, one of the duties with which I have been entrusted with is complete at last. Judge Gavel, before you go, can you tell us what you know about Chairman Winner? How Chairman Winner came to murder Miss Ringer? There's more there, isn't there? A case 12 years ago. Yes, I suppose you have earned the right to the whole truth. Uh-huh. Miss Ringer once had a lover. Press photographer. Okay, not somebody we know. He was investigating the underground auctions as a freelance journalist. But before he could uncover the truth, behind the auctions he was disappeared. Aha. All Miss Ringer was left with were the memories and the personal effects of her lover. He disappeared. Underground auction, okay. And so, seeking revenge of Chairman Winner, she made her appearance at the auction. Unfortunately for her, her opponent struck first. I see. So that's the story behind this case. While the goddess does not condone acts of wanton vengeance, Miss Ringer's actions have exposed Chairman Winner's crime at last. Uh-huh. So that was your real goal. We're tasked with exposing Excelsior's Winner and the corruption at the heart of the committee. Uh-huh. Does anyone know what happened to Mr. Winner? I'm afraid I haven't been able to get in touch with him. Do you have any idea why? Probably because I wasn't there for him just now when he needed me Aww. Gavel, you're too kind. Oh, I really feel bad for him. Well, don't pity him too much. At least he knows the truth now. And no matter how hard it might be, he'll need to learn to accept it. If he can't, he'll never be able to move on with his life. Trust me. Aw, Francisca! A father's influence isn't easily erased. But in time, he can hopefully try and change his ways. You're right. You've got to be. Can I change too? I wonder. Can I move on with my life? Are you okay, Kay? How's that head feeling? I'm fine. Thank you. It's gonna be a promise book that gets her back, huh? I'm so sorry, Kate. You were my patient. I had a responsibility to you, and instead I just let you accuse of ow. Dang right. We ain't just in the business of fixing bodies, Missy. The mind's where it all begins. You're right, Grandma. Speaking of which, how's your memory? It's like, with a little more time, maybe I'll be able to remember some more. Please forgive me, but I had better be on my way. I am to preside over the trial of Fifi Lagarde in a bit. The Bronco Knight case, huh? Who's the defense attorney? It was supposed to be Miss Ringer. Now she is no longer with us. We're still in the process of finding her replacement. I know one. Miss Ringer was scheduled to represent Warden Lagarde. I know two, actually. And of course, until we find Eustace, there's nobody to act for the prosecution either. In any case, I must take my leave. What about my prosecutor badge, huh? Wait, please. What about Mr. Edgewood's badge? Thank you, Kay. What's going to happen to it now? With his chairman under arrest, the committee's activities has been suspended for the time being. So to answer your question, it's complicated. It's all up to the goddess now. But don't worry about it, Kay. It's a consequence of my own making. And I assume you do not mean to change your mind. Of course not. I chose the path of the truth, and I chose it willingly. With Chairman Winter out of the picture, justice is in the hands of the righteous once more. You did wish to follow the path of the prosecutor again, Mr. Edgeworth. I'd be more than happy to facilitate such a decision. Oh, it's very kind of you to offer, but I can't accept your help at this time. I can't ask for my badge back when I'm not even sure if I want it anymore. I see. It seems we are destined to continue on different paths, then. Well, I trust you'll keep my badge safe until they converge again. With all I have. Ah. In the meantime. Oh, Francisco's actually upset about that, huh? Huh. I have here a token of the goddess's mercy. You may return this notebook to its rightful owner. Kay's promise notebook. Seems it was due to be sold in the auction. And with the name Kay written on the cover, Chairman Winter made the connection immediately and knew who it belonged to. It was the same name as the one in the letters, after all. The letters he claimed to know nothing about. I suppose he insisted he didn't prepare them. Yes. He also had something else to say. Apparently, he thought that Miss Faraday was after her notebook, and that Miss Ringer was after his life. Sounds right. We don't know until we get Kay to remember. And that their respective goals are what led them to cooperate and infiltrate the auction together. Unfortunately for him, he misread the situation completely. It was all just happenstance. If Kay had known a defense attorney who was also a member of the committee, there's no way she wouldn't have told me. That just isn't like her. Your belief in her is so touching. Wow, the notebook did become part of Chairman Winter's cover-up scheme. It is also a treasured possession of Miss Faraday's, which is why I would like her to have it back, as I am sure would the goddess. Thank you. Thank you. Baba. I pray that it helps her recover her lost memory. That's what I was thinking. Is everything all right? Uh-huh. Judge Gavel wanted me to return something important to you. Ah. Damn. Ah, isn't that? That's a good CG. Always greet people with a smile. Even people you don't know. Never cry in front of strangers. Damn. Daddy, I wrote them all down, Daddy. Yeah, I'm gonna keep all my promises. And be a real hero when I grow up, just like you. Oh, wait! I forgot to write one down. The most important promise of all. Promise number 5. Always try your hardest to learn about things you don't understand. I remembered it just how you said it. And now I'll never forget it. She's back! Let's go! Always try your hardest to learn about things you don't understand. That's right. I have to try. I'm Kay Faraday, the great thief who'll do anything to get her hands on the truth. Second Yada Garatsu and assistant of Mr. Edgeworth. Kay, is that really you? Can't say I'm not a little bit embarrassed, but yeah, I'm back. And I couldn't have done it without you, Mr. Azrren. You never stopped helping me, even when I was totally lost and couldn't remember any. Ah, thank goodness. You certainly seem to be back. Okay, so this is the real you, huh? Welcome back. It's so good to know you better. You're better. I can sleep easy now. Huh? Now that you found it, don't you dare go losing your memory of yours again, young lady, you hear? Miss Needler, Dr. Hertz. Thanks a lot for looking after me. And if you really are better, now how about you get out that dang hospital duds? Oh yeah, I washed all your clothes for you. Here. I thought they were with Detective Gumshoe. He handed them over to us after they came back from forensics. And did he happen to mention if forensics found anything of note? I didn't ask. Why was Kay at the scene? Anyway, never mind that now. Put them on, Kay. I want to see. Wait, what about her bandages? Surely it's too soon to remove them. Oh, it's probably fine. She may have taken a big old bump on the head, but she wasn't really hurt otherwise. But then, why all the bandages in the first place? Prevention is better than cure. A stitch in time saves 9. Those are just a few of my mottos. Both of which sound like painfully annoying practices for your patients. Okay, Kay, transformation time. Kay gets a magical jerk girl transfer. Oh. Yeah, now this is what I'm talking about. Fits like a stolen glove. And that smile suits you better, too. As it always did. Thanks to you, too, Miss Von Karma. I'm so glad you showed up when you did. I simply came when Scruffy asked me to. I'm sure he'll be very happy to see that you're back to your old self, too. Speaking of Gummy, where is he? Who knows? Perhaps the well of his devotion ran dry when a certain someone threw away his badge. Oh, Detective Gumshoe. Anyway, I have to be going, and I'll be taking those two with me. Wait! What's going to happen to them? Acting as an accomplice in a murder, and forging an autopsy report 18 years ago. Their crimes can't be allowed to go unpunished. But the fact that Excelsius Winter coerced them into cooperating will, of course, be taken into account. Don't you worry about us, kid. As long as Grandma and me are together, we'll be all right. I guess I should have gone this way, huh? Oh well. Take care, Kay Faraday, until we meet again. So, okay. I know you only just got your memory back, but I need to ask you some questions. Sure, ask away. What happened the day you lost your memory? What were you doing? Here. Let's see. Somebody asked me to meet them at Gourd Lake. Huh? But I didn't know who it was. So there I was, just looking up at the moon when somebody in a red raincoat started walking towards me. They must have drugged me somehow, because that's when I fell unconscious. What? I'm not sure I followed. Okay, was at Gourd Lake, looking up at the moon. A Shelly D killer, maybe? Anyway, when I came to, I was on the roof of this building. Or a Tabby Lloyd, maybe? I was in a daze and stumbled around up there when I saw the person in the red raincoat again, but they were lying on the ground. I was so surprised I stumbled backwards. And then I was falling, and everything went dark. When I came to the second time, I couldn't remember anything. The person in the red raincoat. Who in the world were they? I'm sure they were walking in midair. Thinking about it makes my head hurt again. And just breathe, Kay. Walk across the lake, maybe? Or, well, somehow walked across the lake. They're Jesus. The red raincoat is Jesus. You only just got your memory back. You're still confused. I imagine the root cause of your confusion is you fall down the no. Your memory of the two different locations, maybe? Ooh. I don't know. I probably shouldn't have saved there. Oh well. Your memory is two different locations? I imagine things are all mixed up in your mind because you were at Gore the Lake one minute and then at the top of the big building the next. And because you saw the moon in both locations, your mind blended your memories of the two together. Huh? But those are two totally different places. I know I was pretty out of it, but I don't think I could have gotten them confused that easily. I believe these things on the roof may have made you more likely to become confused. The tree? The food stand too? I'm gonna go the tree.
Take that!
The tree, the moon. There are two key similarities between the scene down by Gore Lake and here on top of the big building. Cherry blossoms and food stands. Oh, wait, you're right. Those similarities are what caused your memories of both places to overlap. The person in the red raincoat wasn't walking in midair. They were walking towards you from across the park. But in your blurry memories, that same sight played out over the viewing platform instead. No way! Who steals a great thief's memories, huh? That's just cheating. Even still, this doesn't answer the question of who attacked Kay in the park. Was it the person in the red raincoat she saw? Likely. Transceiver. Do you hear that? Sounds like it's coming from up in the storeroom. Come on, let's take a look. Well, hoo-wee! I smell another scoop in the off. You're still here. How do you not notice that? Alright. Is he gonna have a job for us? He's gonna have a job for us. It's coming from this little gadget here, Mr. Edgewood. This transceiver. I feel like I've seen it somewhere before. It's still going. But I'm not good with technology. Come on, you have to pick it up. Fine, I'll do it. Beep. Hey, this is Edgewood. Okay, if you could refrain from answering strange calls for me. Mr. Edgeworth, I presume. I know that voice. Shelly D. Killer. Uh-huh. Congratulations on another case solved. Yet, I can't truly say it's been fully resolved, can you? I'm sure you've noticed by now that there was a mastermind at work orchestrating the entire incident. How do you even know about this case? That's not important right now. Let's focus on this certain individual for the time being, shall we? I have indeed been wondering myself if somebody else could have been involved. If not, how are we to explain the piece of evidence that proved so damning to Kay's case? No way! An evil mastermind? But who? Who indeed? Perhaps you could share your thoughts. Ooh. Somebody else's involvement? Ew. I mean, the letters, right? I mean, the letters? I would say the letters. Can I do this? I don't know. I don't know if this is right, but I want to do
Take
it.
that!
Ah, damn it. Sadly, neither do I. Is it this then?
Take that!
The letters? Nope. Okay. One clearly suspicious piece of evidence. What was it? Well, Mr. Edgeworth, what is the evidence in question that points to somebody else's involvement? It could be the keycard in the keycard record, but debatable. The jamming ninja mask was never. This was never brought up.
Take that!
Ah, man. Could it, I mean, the red raincoat? Eh. The key card, maybe? Or is it her?
Take that!
I don't know, dude. The key
Take
card?
that!
What? It's none of these. I don't think it would be that. The candelabrum was used as the murder weapon, or well, stabbed into the victim. The key card? Why did they enter?
Take that!
Okay. I mean, that was something that was never resolved, but... the plushie then?
Take that!
The plushie. No? What? I don't know what it is. What? Is it this? No. Okay. Is it just saying it was him? Nope. I guess we're going through every piece of evidence, huh? Well, go for everything. Somebody else's involvement. Was it this letter? It was the other letter, my bad. Although it's probably both of them were planted, whatever. The letter Case supposedly wrote to the victim. Yeah, I don't remember ever writing that. So, who did? Who would prepare for such a thing? I know I'm not the only one who would like to know. And how do we know it wasn't you? Now, why would I do a thing like that? I believe the truth can only fully come to light in the court of law. But since you've had your badge revoked, that is no longer an option. So, how will it all end? I, for one, will be watching from the sidelines with interest. Even knows about my badge. Aha! If it wasn't him, he could be same as last time he was around, where he was covering for his client. Or he's trying to get revenge on a client that wronged him too, but... Oh, and one last thing. I do hope you won't betray my trust in you. Now, I bid you farewell. What the heck did he mean by the case hadn't been fully resolved? And why is he so interested in us, anyway? Everything's just one giant ball of mysteries. It seems we've only scratched the surface of this case. But even without my badge, I'm going to carry on doing what I can. However, this ends one thing's for certain. Come what may, I will expose the truth. That he will, that he will. The end. Case 4 wrapped up. That was a pretty good case. I wasn't the biggest fan of the Fate, what's it called? Autopsy report. But they covered their bases with it, so it's fine. Turnabout for the ages. Damn. I think, well, okay. It's hard to lead up into that case with the prosecutor committee against the prosecutors committee and not have one of the prosecutor committee people be, well, quote unquote evil. And then Excelsius Winter enters and like, yeah, he's kind of evil, you know? So I felt he was like a fairly obvious murderer. I do like that, and all his like mannerisms like led to it. I felt like, especially with the playing with the fire thing, and I mean, I guess you didn't know about his fake beard, but him burning off his beard, and I think he is involved as an assassin for this next case. The 18-year Carmelo Gusto also had a seahorse on his hand. And Rosie Ringer also had a burn mark covering, hopefully it was just a burn mark, but covering something on her hand. And then there's Shelly D. Killer symbol, the conch shell or whatever, that he puts on a card usually. But I think, isn't it like gloves or whatever? I don't know. Anyway, Turnabout for the ages. I'm gonna watch the opening cutscene and then I'm probably gonna call it here. Oh, yep. Well, that's Eustace Winner. Is Eustace not incompetent, bro? He's been playing us for a fool. Ah, man, he acted the fool quite well then. If he did, he acted quite the fool. God damn it. We'll find out. With the committee crushed. Somebody stealing evidence? The Ollie Fred? A giant? A giant. Ah, this kid. He's a devil. He has powers. It's the kid. No, this is a movie. This is a movie scene. This is a movie scene. He's an actor. This is a movie scene. That didn't really reveal anything. I guess we're going into this with Shelly D. Killer and that the movie scene and the kid is somehow involved. Okay. Huh. All right. Anyways, that will be it though for me. Good conclusion for that case. There's the oh wait, that's just the building's big building. That's just a building symbol. Hopefully. Maybe. Anyways, that will be it for me, guys. Hope you had a good one. I'm Azrren. I'll be I think I'll probably take tomorrow off, so I'll be back Monday. Or I might stream some. If I feel like it, I might stream something else for tomorrow, just a little bit of a fun day. But anyways, I'll be back Monday for more Ace Attorney for sure. And then we'll get into case 5, Turnabout for the Ages. The final Turnabout? Okay, maybe not. There's more Ace Attorney games, and I'm sure they left the Turnabout name in, hopefully. Anyways, have a good one, guys. See you around. I'm Azrren. Peace.